Carl Jung, the pioneering psychologist, believed that true emotional intelligence and social mastery begin not with superficial techniques, but with deep self-awareness. His work on the unconscious mind, archetypes, and the process of individuation provides a profound framework for understanding human behavior, both our own and that of others. Unlike modern quick-fix approaches, Jung's insights require introspection, patience, and a willingness to confront the hidden aspects of the psyche. By applying his principles, we can cultivate authentic emotional intelligence, improve our relationships, and navigate social dynamics with wisdom rather than manipulation. This guide explores 6 key lessons drawn from Jung's teachings, each offering a transformative perspective on personal and interpersonal growth. Lesson 1. The power of self-awareness and confronting the shadow. At the core of Jungian psychology is the idea that self-awareness is the foundation of emotional intelligence. Jung argued that most people operate on autopilot, driven by unconscious impulses they do not understand. The first step toward mastery is recognizing the shadow, the repressed, denied, or ignored aspects of our personality. These hidden traits often manifest in sudden emotional outbursts, irrational dislikes, or recurring conflicts. For example, if someone frequently reacts with disproportionate anger to minor criticisms, it may indicate an unhealed wound from the past rather than the present situation. Jung's method of shadow work involves honest self-reflection, journaling, and observing emotional triggers without judgment. By integrating these disowned parts of ourselves, we gain control over our reactions and develop a deeper, more authentic presence in social interactions. This process is not about eliminating emotions, but understanding their roots, allowing us to respond rather than react. Lesson 2. Understanding personality types for better communication. Jung's theory of psychological types laid the groundwork for modern personality systems like the Myers-Briggs Type Indicator, MBTI. He proposed that people perceive and process the world in fundamentally different ways, some through logic, thinking, others through values, feeling, some through concrete details, sensing, others through abstract possibilities, intuition. Recognizing these differences is crucial for effective communication. A thinking dominant person, for instance, may prefer direct, objective discussions, while a feeling dominant individual may prioritize harmony and emotional resonance. Similarly, introverts recharge in solitude, whereas extroverts thrive on social engagement. By identifying these tendencies in ourselves and others, we can tailor our approach, reducing misunderstandings and fostering stronger connections. Jung's framework reminds us that there is no single right way to interact, only a need to adapt with awareness. Lesson 3. Developing empathy through archetypes and the collective unconscious. Jung introduced the concept of the collective unconscious, a shared reservoir of universal human experiences expressed through archetypes, timeless patterns like the hero, the caregiver, or the trickster. These archetypes influence how people see themselves and others, often unconsciously. When someone plays the victim in every story, they may be acting out the innocent archetype. When another person constantly seeks to rescue others, they may embody the hero. Recognizing these patterns allows us to empathize more deeply, seeing beyond surface behavior to the underlying human struggles. Instead of taking another's actions personally, we can ask, what archetype is this person expressing? What unmet need or fear might be driving them? This perspective fosters patience and compassion, key components of emotional intelligence. Lesson 4. The art of authentic social skills through individuation. Jung's concept of individuation, the process of becoming one's true self, is the antidote to shallow social performance. Many people wear a persona, a social mask designed to gain approval, but over time, this mask can stifle genuine connection. individuation involves shedding false identities and embracing the full spectrum of our being, including our flaws. Paradoxically, this authenticity makes us more charismatic. People are drawn to those who are comfortable in their own skin, not those who strain to impress. To cultivate this, Jung recommended self-examination through dream analysis, creative expression, and mindful interaction. Instead of rehearsing conversations, we learn to engage spontaneously, trusting our inner wisdom. Social skills rooted in authenticity are far more compelling than practiced charm. Lesson 5. Transforming negative emotions through psychological alchemy. Jung viewed emotions as energy that can be transmuted rather than suppressed. He borrowed the metaphor of alchemy, where base metals are turned into gold, to describe the process of converting pain into growth. For example, envy can reveal unmet ambitions, while anger often signals violated boundaries. Instead of resisting these emotions, we can engage in active imagination, a Jungian technique where we dialogue with our emotions as if they were separate entities. Asking, "What is this emotion trying to teach me?" shifts us from passive suffering to active understanding. This approach not only enhances emotional regulation, but also provides insights that improve our interactions with others. Lesson 6. Navigating group dynamics with archetypal awareness. Groups, whether in workplaces, friendships, or online communities, often fall into unconscious archetypal roles: the leader, the rebel, the peacemaker. Jung warned of collective possession, where individuals lose themselves in groupthink. To remain grounded, we must observe these dynamics without being absorbed by them. For instance, if a team becomes overly dependent on a single leader, it may reflect an unspoken hero worship archetype. By recognizing these patterns, we can step back, assess our own role, and interact more intentionally. This skill is invaluable for creators, leaders, and anyone seeking to influence social environments without being controlled by them. Jung's teachings offer more than psychological theory. They provide a roadmap for mastering the inner and outer worlds of human interaction. Unlike superficial social hacks, his approach demands courage to face the unconscious, patience to understand others, and commitment to lifelong growth. By integrating these lessons, we move beyond transactional relationships and into meaningful connections. Emotional intelligence, in Jung's view, is not about manipulating others, but about understanding oneself so deeply that we naturally inspire, empathize, and lead. The journey is challenging, but as Jung himself noted, "Who looks outside dreams, who looks inside awakes."